guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Cooking Cosplay, and tonight we are watching with you guys Breaking Bad episode 5, Great Mother.
Oh yeah. This show is so good. Last episode was probably one of my favorites so far.
I cried inside, guys. I really cried.
I really enjoy when a show takes the time to show you stuff, to show you your characters and how they deal with things, and we got to see more of Jesse and more of Walt's family, and I really love that. When we see that, we get to understand them a little more, and personally, it makes me like them so much more when we get to see inside their head and understand how they feel. So I really enjoyed last episode. The police is on the run now. Well, not on the run, but they found the mask.
They have a lead.
And they have a lead, and they might find something in the mask, or fingerprints or stuff. I don't know. As for Walt, he's gonna start the chemo to cure his cancer because his wife really wants him to do it. She wants him to be alive for the baby and the son and herself. So
he doesn't have a choice.
He doesn't really have a choice. No, the son is dealing with this in a pretty bad way, and Walt is burning cars around, releasing some stress.
That was good.
Jesse went back to his family. That was cute. We saw his brother. We kind of understood a little where he came from. That's nice. Anyway, I'm really hoping that they might reconnect eventually and work together again, because Walt needs money to pay for the chemo. It's like $90,000.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And Jesse needs someone he can talk to. He needs support. He has no one else.
Walt.
Yeah. So with that said, let's jump into gray matter. Yeah.
Gray matter?
And see what happens. All right?
All right.
Let's do this.
I have a solid background in sales. I'm pretty much a self-starter, so...
I think it's prison time.
He's trying to
be a major asset
get out?
I'd be happy to consider you for a sales position, but all of our agents need to be licensed, have at least 2 years on the job experience, and usually a college degree. What you'll be doing is more like advertising.
Oh, he'll be doing what we've seen. He's gonna do that. He had a tie and a suit.
Hey, Jesse! You think you could maybe hook me up with some crystal?
Nah, man, I've been out of the business for a while. Actually, now.
So it's been a while.
Retiring.
What? No!
He tried to get out. He's looking for a job. He wants to settle down.
Retirement? I got channels, bro. We could partner up.
Don't bring him back in.
No pressure.
Although we know he's gonna do it.
Think about it.
I mean, that's the cover for season 2. He's not a salesman. But I mean, his choices are going back in the business or degrading himself by doing a job he thinks is really lame. But I mean, he has no degree.
He needs a beginning.
Yeah, but is he gonna be able to go up the grades? He has no diplomas, no experience. He's going back.
He could always try to have a diploma, but...
Yeah, he could go back with money. With what money? His parents are not helping him.
Yeah.
Although if he goes back to his parents and say, I want to go back to school, maybe, but I don't know.
Stupid gift.
Back at Caltech, you were just a master of
Caltech?
crystallography.
Damn.
We were stuck on this protein problem.
What's the deal about Caltech?
I've heard of that university and so many other TV shows. Is like a pretty big one.
Elliot and I were in grad school. We came up with a name. Schwartz, Black, Walter, White. So together they became Gray Matter Technologies. Cute, huh?
Oh, okay, so he's the guy who's got the Nobel Prize, and he helped him out.
I gravitated toward education.
Ah, what university?
High school. But what was the percentage of Walt's work in the prize compared to his percentage?
I wouldn't be surprised though that they both did the same amount of work
and he didn't get any
credits for it.
credits.
But you know what I mean is that you and I should work together again.
You want to cook math?
What are you gonna teach high school?
No, seriously. What's stopping us?
Are you asking me to come work for you at Great Manor?
Yeah, why not? You'd fit right in. You're brilliant. You got a ton of experience.
But would he be appreciated working there?
Maybe more than in high school.
It sounds like something or it looks like it's something that he's been wanting for so long.
The offer is very appealing. It really is. I thank you. But
But he can't, he has
Cancer.
yeah.
there's something you should know.
We have excellent health insurance.
What did you say?
The best.
You read my mind. I'm in.
What kind of insurance are you talking about? Huh?
But I mean, it's a solution. It's a way for him to have money and not cook meth for money.
You told him about the cancer, didn't you? Didn't you?
Well, he did say health insurance like right away.
Yeah.
He asked how you were doing, and I am sorry, but I don't have the best poker face these days where that's concerned.
So he was
He knew
aware.
something was wrong with you, and he pressed me.
I guess I understand why he's mad.
You think maybe you could have just have said that? He's fine, and it would have been done.
He doesn't want to have a pity offer.
I don't like the way
He offered me a job.
What?
Yes. Kind of like some fig leaf, you know? And then when I turned that down, he flat out offered to pay for my treatment. Which is exactly what you expected him to do, didn't you?
Give him more credit though, because
Okay, what did you say?
No, I'm pretty sure he's saying he has too much pride to accept an offer.
a pity offer.
Yeah.
But is this pride bigger than his problems with his family? He wants to make sure they're not in trouble when he dies.
He's a brilliant man. He's gonna find some other way to find money.
Meth. Because I mean, he's on the picture too.
Man, this is nothing, man. I used to have like twice as much glassware till my dumbass ex-partner drove us into a ditch and wrecked most of it.
big ass beaker, huh?
Hey, wait, no, that's it's a boiling glass. This is a beaker. Here's a Griffin beaker. Here's
You
a
learn stuff.
metric beaker.
Really know your shit.
It's just basic chemistry, yo.
And
He's
he's nice
just-
with his yo.
But he's saying the same thing as Walter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was that.
Then
He's back at it.
it won't gonna be as good as Walter's meth though.
No, but you see how careful he is being? It's like he switched places. Like that guy is the new Jesse and he's the new Walt.
Yeah.
He's putting in the effort. Is it gonna be as good? Just as good?
This Kankenstein is unreal. When we get back,
Not as good as Walt did.
It's pretty close though.
It's not right.
What do you mean it's not right?
It's cloudy. It's not supposed to be cloudy. Okay, that last time it was glass.
So what? Cloudy, not cloudy? It looks good enough to me.
He knows he can do better.
Yeah.
Well, he can't, but
Yo, what are you doing? Ah! Are you out of your mind?
he's an artiste. To Jesse, it's not just about making money. Well, if it was before, it's not anymore. It's about creating something he can be proud of. Which is really sad, considering he was always shitted on by his parents. He wants to be good at this.
Oh gosh, I don't want to be in the same situation.
I would hate that.
Never.
Never do a family intervention with me, okay? They brought... Oh,
Okay,
jeez.
do an intervention
Yeah,
for me
okay.
if you brought cheese.
If you...
If you brought cheese, I'm in. He got it. Totally got it.
He's not... It's not serious for him, you know? It's just... Nah, usual.
But it is kind of serious.
For Hank, I mean.
Well, they're gonna talk
It's
about
serious, of course, but it's just, it's not
Walt's
affecting
problem.
him. It's not affecting him the same.
He can do it. He wants an A plus and he got a B minus. That's not good enough.
That's not good enough.
We can do better.
Don't you fucking think about it.
Hey,
Of course.
3 entire pounds of pseudo wasted. Do you know how long I had to spin that stupid sign? Get off me, psycho! Helicopter, bitch!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Don't kill another guy.
Please, caution. No, no, no.
Was it the chili pepper?
Asshole.
Not a third
Okay,
party,
no,
please.
it's okay.
Got the crossbow, fudge.
Okay, dude, you're too intense.
Jeez.
Come back here, you bitch!
Run, Jesse, run.
Well, no, but it's funny, but
What?
he's addicted to this shit.
Of course he is.
Because clearly I know
Addiction makes you do crazy
how I
things.
feel. This decision you've made is not only not in your best interest, it's not in the best interest of our entire family.
Look, Skylar.
Not yet. Please, I have the talking pillow.
Okay, that's the worst thing to do.
You need this treatment, and nothing can stop you from getting it. Except you.
She's right. She's right.
Hank, would you like to start?
He's just enjoying the food.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Talking
Rob
pillow.
says that,
Take the talking pillow.
Yeah, no.
It's like too awkward.
all right, look, buddy. Let's face it. You know, you were dealt a shit hand. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I started with a shit hand, and I ended up with a full house. Okay.
It always goes back to him.
But the key is,
Every
you gotta
time.
hang in there, man. You gotta keep placing your bets.
this is bullshit.
All right, come on.
It's all right.
I'm pissed off. Cause you're a pussy.
If you knew
You're like,
what it did.
Ready to give up. What if you gave up on me, huh?
I think that hurt
This
him a
year,
lot.
all the stuff I've been through, and you're scared of a little chemotherapy?
He's right though. He fights every single day. And his dad can do the same for his family.
Me?
That's what he sees.
I think you should do whatever you want to do. What? You told us to be honest about our feelings. Walt's the one with cancer. It's his decision. It's not up to any of us. But after sitting here and listening to you all talk about his future like he has no say in it, I just think to have a future if he doesn't get treatment.
Isn't she supposed to let her talk?
Yeah, she does have the discussion pillow.
Every day. And some of them don't want to spend their last weeks or months being picked at by doctors.
Well, yeah, we
But
said
they
that
got
last
talked into
episode.
it by their families.
Hey, can I get the pillow back? Because I agree with Marie on this one.
Thank you. Hank,
What? Maybe Walt wants to die like a man, all right?
I don't want him to die at all. Or
But
leave.
he said it.
I just
It's not
wanted to do you the
credible.
courtesy of giving you. This is not debate club.
Can you just let Walt
This is my
talk?
husband's life. You know, I made about him. This is my
He doesn't have a say in his own life. One way or the other. Thank you.
This is so stupid.
Give me the pillow.
You shut up, let him talk.
All right, I've got the talking pillow now. What I want, what I need, is a choice.
Stop choosing for him.
Sometimes it just seems I never, had a real say about any of it. This last one, cancer,
have left is how I choose to approach this. These doctors talking about surviving. 1 year, 2 years, like it's the only thing that matters. Well, what good is it to just survive if I am too sick to work? To enjoy a meal? To make love? For what time I have left. I want to live in my own house. I want to sleep in my own bed. I don't want to choke down 30 or 40 pills every single day and lose my hair and lie around too tired to get up. Some dead man, some artificially alive, just marking time. No. I choose not to do it.
It's not about surviving, it's about living. He knows he's gonna die. He wants to choose how he spends the rest of his life. I understand. We actually mentioned it last episode. There are people who choose to live instead of spending the rest of their lives doing chemo. She's not going to be happy about that, of course. But I mean, it's not like there is a chance he might cure it. Like every doctor said, it's uncurable. It's just going to add to your survival. Eat to fight cancer. It's really sad. It's such a big tragedy, and so many people are going through this every single day of their lives. Because she needs to understand that his choice of not, doing chemo is not saying, I don't love you, I don't love our son, I don't want to be with you anymore. It's not that. It's the contrary.
I'll do the treatment.
Why did he change his mind?
Because he loves her. To me, it's like Walter is always this man who's going to do things for others. He's going to help his friend get the prize. He doesn't get it. He's going to he's going to do chemo for his wife. He's not going to enjoy it. It's not for himself that he's doing it. It's for the family. You see how different it is. I mean, when he's doing what he wants, when he's doing chemistry, he's so into it. He's so excited. That's when he is himself, when he's doing something for himself. Here, he's doing something for the family because he loves them. Yeah, the question is, though, is he going to ask Elliot's help, or is he going to find the money for him, by himself?
I think by accepting to doing the chemotherapy, he might not want to have
more guilt,
pitiful money, or
because it's
help.
Still his choice was kind of taken away, even though in the end he chose to take the chemo for the others. But he might still want to choose how he's going to go at it.
Elliot told me he'd offered to pay for the treatment. You have to accept. That money, as far as we're both concerned, that belongs to you. Even the name of our company, it's half yours.
You should have it!
I like how she sees it.
It's about you and me.
They used to date?
Love affair? Secret lover?
Or they dated and she just left him for his friend.
Or maybe they did in secret?
As it turns out, the insurance came through after all. So,
You're gonna do it.
I am covered.
I think he already didn't want to accept it. And then with what she just said, forget it. But what were you about to say?
Maybe they had a secret love affair. She was with the other one and had an affair in his back.
Maybe. That could explain why he doesn't want his money, because he feels guilty. If she cheated with Walter as she was dating the other guy, he might feel like, I don't deserve your money because I betrayed you in that way.
And if it is true, that might explain why he didn't want to have credits for the work too. Because he feels guilty.
Yeah, that could
it's
be
just
also
speculation, but
he's going back.
Yeah, he's going back.
I'm smiling, but it's not. It's not a good thing, but yeah.
It is not a good thing, but I kind of want them to develop a good relationship.
Help each other out.
Yeah. I got him with the yo. Where were you, man?
Wanna cook?
Always.
That episode went by really fast, actually. Another very nice episode.
It's been like, what, a month, maybe less, between the time that they stopped cooking meth and now. It's like they never saw each other from years. They come back to them, what are you doing here?
Bro.
No cook.
Bro. Yes. But honestly, it looks to me like this first season is all about one, you know, figuring out what he's going to do about the cancer, figuring out why he's going to fight, if he's going to fight, and you know, how he's going to fight, and justifying his choice of making meth. Because he's going to work with Jesse from now on, and I think after what happened when he started, because when he started he had no idea what he was getting himself into. And then the guy died, and then he had to kill the other guy, and everything went to shit. Yeah. And I think he needed to find a reason to justify his actions when that happened. Now he's faced with, you know, a grieving family, a family that really needs him to pull through and follow the treatment, and he didn't want to take it, because I understand he wanted to live his last moments, not just survive, which is something we discussed last episode.
Doesn't have 9,000 deaths. And,
Yeah, because, so he wanted to not survive, but live his last moments and enjoy them. But I think in the end, the idea of maybe spending more time with the people he loves, that's going to make the survival more like, you know, it's going to make it seem more like living. It's going to give them a little more of him. It's going to give him time with them. And it's going to give them hope, something to look forward to instead of just looking forward to death. So I think in the end, his choice was taken away from him, but he made it look like he decided to go for it himself. Because before that, he couldn't even say anything. People were like, oh, I think you should do it because you need to do it. People are expecting you to do it. And then, no, you know what? I think he shouldn't do it if he doesn't want to, and blah, blah, blah. People were talking for him, putting words in his mouth. And I think that the way he did it, he said his piece, they understood, they were about to let him, you know, go with it even though they disagreed. And then
we saw that they were happy with his choice, and
they were more important than his own happiness. I think that's what that's what to me might have gone through his mind, because I said it in the episode. I think Walter is the kind of guy who just after you said he might have cheated, we'll talk about that. But I think to me he's the kind of guy who'd rather.
I never said that he cheated on his wife.
I know it's a theory. It's a theory. No. I mean, he had sex with the girl as she was maybe dating his best friend.
It's a speculation. I don't know.
But I like your speculation. If it happened, it might have been like back in the day. He was a lot more confident. He was like showing his talent, and he was into it. And then he might have, you know, she might have cheated with him as she was dating the other. If it happened, it would make sense, because it could have given him the need to step back and just give in more, because he feels like he doesn't deserve anything because of what he used to do, because of how he used to be. That would be really interesting. But anyway, to me now it looks like Walter is the kind of guy who just gives in and doesn't really think about his life, because he doesn't have a backbone, or he didn't used to have a backbone, he loves his family too much to take that happiness from them. So it's gonna justify him going back.
You know what? That's the point with people who tends to give more to everyone else and who doesn't think about themselves. They always end up hurt and they always end up losing what's important in the end for them.
There are people though who are happy when other people are happy. I'm kind of like that. Like, we're gonna go to a festival, and if my friends aren't enjoying their time there, I'm gonna be miserable. But even if I'm not having fun and the others are, I'm gonna still be happy. So there are people like that. But
you're always putting the happiness of others before of your own, you're not gonna be happy in the end.
Yeah.
Because you're always putting everyone's happiness first and yours second.
Which might be another reason why you went back to Jesse, because he was okay with the idea of maybe doing the treatment for his family, but the idea of, you know, asking for pity money, especially if your theory's right, you know, accepting money from a guy he used to work with, a guy he might have slept, you know, he might have slept with his wife and stuff. Anyway, we don't know what happened between them. We're going to learn more about that as we go on, I hope. I'm pretty sure, actually, because this show so far hasn't been putting anything to the side, so that's good. But I think maybe the idea of once again caving in was just too much, considering how he feels about himself and how he considers people around him and how he's once again been robbed of his choice. So he's gonna do the treatment, but he's gonna do it his own way, and he's gonna still have this power over how he does it.
Yeah, that's the thing with the whole ordeal with the meth, though. Even though the first time that he tried to do it, everything went shit.
He's good at it.
He still was in control of what he was doing.
And he enjoyed it a lot.
He was doing chemistry.
Because we saw it when he's teaching the kids. They don't care. He feels underappreciated. He doesn't feel like he's doing what he might have been born to do, what he wants to do. But when he's cooking, no one's saying anything. Jesse enjoys watching him because it's art to him.
Yeah, but even if it's not cooking, everything about it, he's in control. The cooking part, if you need to deal with a bad guy or with a body, he's in position of control. That he's the boss because he got the pants. Well, he had the pants. Now he had a pair of pants.
He was in his
panties. And Jesse need to deal with it. You need to do. What do we do? Well, do that, do this, and do that.
He's his own boss, and Jesse follows. Even though sometimes he might prefer if Jesse took the lead, like, how do we deal with this guy in the basement? I don't know, what would you do?
Yeah, but he didn't have the confidence to do.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to kill a guy.
But he might have felt
he might kill our families.
He didn't say anything about what happened in that basement, but he might have felt in power doing it. Because for the first time, like, someone was again trying to lie to him, trying to hurt him, trying to play him, and he ended up being in control, and he killed him before the other guy could do it. So maybe he felt very powerful about that. And after that, he was really, troubled. Maybe that fucked him up.
I hope not for him, because
I really hope
that's
not
the thing that we tend to see pretty much often. Someone who always laugh or in his how do you say quotidien?
Everyday life.
Yeah, everyday life. Who's doesn't have a backbone, lets everyone control what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. But then he turns around and
a little bit of power, a little bit of control, you become addicted to it. You want to feel it more again. So you're gonna search other kind of situation, other kind of problems that you're gonna be in the same way.
Yeah, so...
Am I clear?
Yeah, sure. So, basically, it's scary to imagine where he might go if he actually ends up enjoying this. Because I can see it. We can both see it. When he's doing this, when he's cooking, especially cooking, because the other time he was doing other stuff, it was really traumatizing. But when he's cooking, he knows what he's doing. That's chemistry. He knows that stuff. And he never got what he deserved when it came down to chemistry. You see his friend, they both worked on whatever thesis they were working on. They both created the company that his friend works at. Yet his friend has everything. the money, the house, the wife.
valet.
He has a wife too,
pool.
but I mean, he's got everything. And Walt ended up with nothing. So then either he chose to step back, but I'm not really sure about that part because he might have done something he was ashamed of, or he just, you know, couldn't put his pants on and accept the fact that he's a huge part of this and he helped and he deserves the praise.
I want to do a comparison though, because they mentioned Caltech and I said that I used to heard that name. Again, it's like in Big Bang Theory. There's a bunch of neuroscientists that work at Caltech and they are pretty amazing.
I never heard that name.
Yeah,
so.
but if you know what Big Bang Theory is,
Yeah.
there's
They
Sheldon.
all know. They all
There's
know.
Sheldon, who is that freaking mind genius. And I remember in one episode, he and Leonard was working on a project, both equal parts, but Sheldon decided to put his name first. I don't give the credit to Leonard, but they both work the same amount of part.
Or
for the
sometimes,
project.
you know, you're gonna be the one telling the idea to your friend, but he's gonna be the one executing it. So the one executing it is gonna get all the credits, but you're the one who came up with the idea. It's just that you didn't execute it. So it's really hard to split the credits in that way. It always comes down to, it's always a problem, you know. We've all done group projects
It
at
is
school.
a competitive world, technically,
Yeah, but-
for invention, new theories.
Yeah, I know, but when you work together on a project, it's something else. So unless one of them really wanted to get to fame, but it looked to me like they were both, you know, really in a great, you know, they had a great relationship. He offered to pay for his treatment, so he cares about him. So the choice of being, you know, left out of this might have been all Walt's choice. That might have been his choice because I don't know. I really don't know.
You probably learn more about it.
I really hope so,
Yearly
because
episode.
it might explain a lot of other stuff that we've been wondering.
What I
Anyway.
learned from the confident Walt who loved chemistry and had a chemistry, because I read your comments, guy, and you say, no, just a chemistry love quote, and that, yeah, there was a romance between these two and that specific scene.
Yeah, definitely.
What happened? Because he is romantic with his wife,
But he ended
but
up.
he's not that confident.
No,
in
that's
his,
yeah.
daily
He loves
life.
his wife, but he lost the confidence.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really hope we get more answers before the end of the season, because there's only 2 episodes left.
We pretty much won't have any answers. I'm pretty sure of it.
Anyway, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching this
Thank
episode
you.
with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is up on Patreon already. The link is down in the description.
If not, well, you just need to wait, because it's gonna be uploaded on YouTube next Thursday, so
Yeah.
in 2 days from now.
Yeah. So see ya. Bye.
Thanks for watching.